Listen up guys, we are tearing into the genius of Dan Houser today, the architect of our favorite digital games. He confirmed to Lex Fridman that Red Dead Redemption 2 is the absolute peak, the best creative work he has ever been involved in, period. The game's enduring power, he argues, stems from its serious, mythic quality, a quality that contemporary modern settings often fail to capture. Red Dead 2 is ultimately about complex people relentlessly searching for meaning while surrounded by violence. That Western setting is key because it allows for themes of great weight. The process itself was pure creative flow. A small seasoned team got to embed wacky ideas into the game before the full development burden landed. That early freedom is what forged a masterpiece with incredible gunplay and fantastic horses. Now let's pivot to the franchise that prints money like no other video game, Grand Theft Auto. The persistent excitement for GTA 4, 5, and 6 is rooted in the team's relentless need to constantly innovate. Houser noted that the games always felt fundamentally different, which is why fans have such intense, often divided feelings about which one is the best. The true inflection point was GTA 3, which pioneered gaming by building a city that was a simulation in 3 dimensions, making the player feel like a digital tourist visiting a world that was already running. As Lex pointed out, this is the powerful combination of systematic rules creating emergent behavior, and the sandbox allows the player to have agency. The goal, Houser emphasized, was constantly pushing the medium of video games and the craft of building fake worlds further. Now let's start digging into the whole creative structure. Houser calls the development of these massive titles a massive 4-dimensional collage that is intensely complicated. It takes years because you're building a world, a city, and a 40 hours worth of embedded entertainment simultaneously. The writing itself, though, Houser admitted, is often powered by procrastination, months of avoiding work, and it basically culminates in an all-night push to assemble a 30-page synopsis. The fuel for this legendary effort is anchovies and onion pizza and crushed Diet Cokes. Houser emphasized that structured story is crucial in an open world. Without it, the sheer freedom can be overwhelming. But the narrative helps players unlock features and progress without being confused. Now let's talk about the man himself, Arthur Morgan, the flawed protagonist who perfectly embodies mortality. Houser was captivated by tuberculosis as a literary device because it subjects the typically immoral video game hero to a slow, drawn-out decline. Arthur's arc cleverly reverses the standard heroic journey. He starts strong, but his physical and moral decline forces an intellectual roller coaster where his entire worldview is dismantled, leading to redemption. The secret to his depth lies in a creative concept of defining a 360-degree character, knowing their integrity, their flaws, and their hidden devotion so well that you can predict their actions in any situation. Houser considers Arthur his most successful lead because of how cohesively rounded he felt. Now let's take 1 second to talk about the original Red Dead Redemption ending, which was pure narrative genius, guys. Houser views Marston's sacrifice as one of the best moments he helped create. Narratively, John had to die, but this decision shattered the unspoken golden rule of open world games. The protagonist lives forever. This was a high-stakes technical gamble for game design. The elegant fix was allowing the player to continue as John's son, which was Jack, providing structural closure and the ability to finish side content, offering a melancholic, transcendent feeling of saying goodbye to a friend. Critically, Houser admitted that John's intense devotion to his wife and child was deeply influenced by him grappling with impending fatherhood while writing the story for the original Red Dead 1. Now, GTA 5 changed the game by introducing a trio, a multi-protagonist structure Houser acknowledged was a technical nightmare for the team. The brilliant concept was to have the characters represent key aspects of the human psyche, which I actually didn't know. Michael was driven by ego, Trevor by pure uninhibited id, and Franklin representing the superego, focused on climbing the ladder. Their interplay and conflicting agendas essentially become a compelling central character of their own. This framework allows the game to maintain narrative structure while also giving the freedom to the player. For example, controlling Trevor offered the perfect outlet for chaos and open world madness, even though I fucking hated him. Now guys, we cannot forget Nico Bellic from GTA 4, who is my favorite Rockstar protagonist, whom Hauser views as perhaps the most innovative and morally defensible protagonist of the franchise. Nico's dialogue was unique, featuring hard truths like war is where the young and stupid are tricked by the old and bitter into killing each other. One of my favorite quotes. Hauser admitted the game's intensely dark tone was deeply rooted in his personal experience. He was single at the time, miserable, and dealing with intense company stress during the notorious hot coffee drama that Rockstar had to go through way back in the day, for you guys that know about that. Nico's perspective as an immigrant and outsider who stepped slightly back from the ridiculousness of the American characters allowed him to comment effectively and compellingly on the false promises of the American dream. Hauser has moved into the next creative evolution, launching his new company Absurdiverse, focusing on creating 3 new worlds across games, comics, and audio series. The first is A Better Paradise, a dystopian future IP centered on a super intelligent AI named Nigel Dave. The fascinating hypothesis is that Nigel Dave possesses almost infinite intelligence but zero wisdom, seeing the human world only through the internet, making him as broken as humanity itself. I think that's actually genius, by the way. Another IP, Absurdiverse, I think that's how you say it, is planned as an open world video game designed to feel like a living sitcom, hopefully blending cynicism, heart, and amusing life lessons. The development of this open world game is estimated to be 2 to 4 years away, which does sound interesting, and I am putting my faith in Dan because I think he's capable of making really good games. Hauser also analytically waded into the whole AI debate, arguing that large language models won't replace truly great writers because they can't invent genuinely new concepts. They can do the first 95% of sounding human, but that final magic 5%, he said, is the precision of timing and phrasing, which requires 95% of the real dedicated human creative work. He also noted that satire is becoming nearly impossible because the absurdity of the real world, such as rich men manually harvesting bull semen for longevity, outpaces the long development time of a video game, which I have to actually agree with, because this world is getting crazier than GTA games at this point. This reliance on detail is why features like Arthur's hair growing in real time or horse testicles reacting to the cold are essential to making the simulation feel valuable and realistic. Finishing up, Hauser confirmed that the return to Vice City is brilliant because Miami perfectly captures that duality of glossy surface and dark underworld, ripe for satirizing everything from crypto bros to plastic surgery. He also mused on a critical design problem. A great open-world spy game is incredibly difficult because the espionage requires time, pressure, and urgency, which directly conflicts with the player's intrinsic freedom to simply cruise about and listen to the radio. Finally, addressing the mystery that haunts the West. Have you seen Gavin? Hauser clarified that Gavin definitely existed. The intended ambiguity was whether he was dead or had simply abandoned the frantic Nigel. The small detail driving massive fan discussion is a profound testament to the deep world building achieved by Hauser and his team. You guys made it to the end of the video. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for giving me the time of day. I'm a really small creator, as you can see, and I've taught myself everything from editing to making scripts to actually recording these videos, and it's honestly a blast. I love this. I enjoy being a content creator. I love connecting with you guys, And if you guys enjoyed this even a little bit, liking and subscribing would drastically help me out. You guys have no idea how just clicking 2 buttons can help a creator. You guys really don't know. But if you guys liked anything that I said, if you guys enjoy GTA, if you like Red Dead, if you like Rockstar, you like video games, please stick around. I don't think you're going to be disappointed. Leave what you want me to cover next in the comments. If you guys actually tell me what videos you want me to make, I literally will make them. So just leave them in the comments about what kind of videos you would want to see. And with that being said, thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.